new station.
I care about the fire station. I care about the firemen.
We're excited about it, of course. It's going to have the new technologies.
We have your first look at plans for Irving's newest fire station. Find out when construction will begin. Big night out.
I had the chance to meet some of the neighbors, and everybody just has interesting lives.
Neighbors come together to build relationships at National Night Out. We are visiting one of Irving's well-established neighborhoods and one of the newest. Game on.
We've been to a lot of conventions, and it's always really nice to see people come together for something they love.
See the first-time event at the Irving Convention Center focusing on esports and a lot of high-tech fun. Plus a look inside one of Irving's newest businesses, and we are keeping an eye on the impact of heavy rains at local parks. Now on City Source. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. Our top story today, Irving residents are getting their first look at plans for a new fire station. It's a replacement for the aging Fire Station 4. This report is part of our ongoing series on infrastructure called Investing in Our Future.
It is a little crowded at times.
Irving's Fire Station 4 is approaching 60 years old. Firefighters working here now know all about it.
It is old, but we view it as more as nostalgic, and so we make the most of it.
Get closer look.
Now those firefighters are joining neighborhood residents at Lee Park Recreation Center to see the plans for a brand new Station 4.
I wanted to be here because I care about the fire station. I care about the firemen.
We want you to feel well informed and comfortable with the station that we're presenting.
This is what it will look like, and here are the numbers. It will cost about $4 million. The more than 8,000 square foot station will house 7 firefighters with additional space planned for a battalion chief. Just as at the current Station 4, a fire pumper truck and ambulance will be stationed there. Fire Chief Victor Conley knows the current Station 4 very well.
When I hired on in January of '86, that was my station.
He says the design of the new station will be a big improvement over what's there now.
The station was built for much smaller apparatus, but a lot of our newer equipment will not fit in that apparatus bay. It's going to have kind of a hill country theme to it.
The city will be pursuing LEED certification for the building, and there are other environmental considerations as well.
We had an arborist come out and identify the best of the trees, and we've situated the building and the drive such that we can preserve as many of those as we possibly can.
Even if you look at the driveway, there's a pecan tree right here, so we had the driveway curved just to go around the pecan tree.
The site of the new station will be at Toller and Medker Streets. It is property with deep history. The Toller family established roots here in the 1870s, decades before Irving was even a city.
I grew up on the land. Grandma was there on the original land that Stephen Toller occupied.
He has many stories to tell from the generations of relatives who lived there.
You want to get up here and start in 1872.
And he is looking forward to the next chapter.
I'm excited about this just because I have real strong feeling for the fire department. They have been there for the Toller family for many years, and they have never let us down. And so for having them next door, my mama still on the land, it really feels good.
We're going to incorporate some of the Toller family heritage history in the day room of the station.
A tribute to the past and a station that will be all new.
It looks like they're going to exit out Toller.
Some residents wanted to know more about why the city chose that site.
And we've looked at response times, we've looked at response routes. It's actually a better location. It places us between O'Connor and MacArthur, so we can run either route and go up and down either one of the major thoroughfares. I expect it's going to reduce some response time.
Neighbors are getting all of their questions answered.
I think it's a great location. I really do.
And Station 4 firefighters are eager for the change.
We like the bedrooms are a lot bigger. We're looking more forward to the technologies.
Construction is scheduled to begin by mid-2019 and could be complete by the end of 2019.
I think it's wonderful that the city is trying to improve our city.
Find updates on other infrastructure projects by checking cityofirving.org/2255. In more news from the fire department, we have a first-time local event that honors the memory of fallen firefighters, and it ties into a national observance. Our team was at Veterans Memorial Park to cover it.
What's happening here today is our first annual memorial service. So we've come together to celebrate the fire service and memorialize and remember our fallen brothers, both across the country and locally. The same ceremony is taking place in Emmitsburg, Maryland. Same time, same day. And we've had 103 firefighters pass away in the line of duty, and they're remembering those firefighters.
The city of Irving is proud of our fire department and the work they do because we know what a dangerous job they have. We opened this park in 2009, and on these grounds we remember our veterans, our police officers, and our firefighters that have represented this great city.
Well, this is the City of Irving's Veterans Park. It gives memory, honor, and respect to the military, police officers, and firefighters. So we have a monument here with those two firefighters' names on it. We don't want any more names on there, but we pay respects to those who have served our country and our local community.
And the bell rings out the signal 1-5 in tribute to their life and service. When you see an ambulance or a fire engine or walk by a fire station, say a little prayer for those individuals because they are working hard for us.
You see, it takes a special person to be a public servant. It takes a courageous individual to be a firefighter. Sometimes you can figure every angle that you can think of, and sometimes bad things happen to good people, including firefighters.
May God bless Irving, and may God bless our firefighters. Thank you.
That ceremony also serves to kick off Fire Prevention Week across the country. The Irving Police Department also holds an annual memorial service at Veterans Memorial Park. That's in May, in conjunction with National Police Week. In other news, all of the rain we have experienced has caused flooding in and around some parks in Irving. This was the scene on the northern section of the Campion Trail as of production time. And here's a look at Trinity View Park from Irving Boulevard. The city is closely watching the situation. Controlled releases from area lakes are expected to send more water onto the Campion Trail and low-lying parks. Users are encouraged to abide by warning signs and not go around barricades. Updates will be posted on the city website. Also, we promised you coverage of Illuminate Irving, which is an event on the Mandalay Canal that draws attention to domestic violence. Rain forced the cancellation of that ceremony. And rain may have kept the crowd size down, but it was not a total washout at the Park Place Luxury and Supercar Showcase at the Four Seasons Resort in Irving. You can see a few people out there checking out the great rides. Along with those real cars, there were some smaller ones for the kids and even a full-size McLaren made out of Legos. The Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau had a spot inside one of the tents where an artist created caricatures of the guests. The Supercar Showcase raises money for Momentous Institute. We have more of this video to show you at the end of today's program. Moving to economic development news, an international company that generated about $700 million in revenue last year now has a presence in Irving. We were at the opening of a sales office for Datalogic. The sounds of celebrations at supermarket scanners come together at one of Irving's newest employers. This is the grand opening of a new sales office for Datalogic in Irving. Executives from the company's worldwide headquarters in Italy joined with Irving city leaders for this opening.
I'm very proud because we have been thinking about creating a central hub in the US, being already present in the West Coast and the East Coast, and we think that Texas is the perfect state, and we found here in Irving the perfect location for our needs. Makes life easier for the...
While those supermarket scanners are something we all know, the company also produces equipment used to help keep up with packages and technology used in healthcare that can help ensure accurate dosages.
That is a specific antimicrobial plastic.
Datalogic sees growing uses for automated data capture through barcodes. For example, the Dallas Cowboys use these to scan tickets.
We are the eyes of many operations, many activities.
The proximity to DFW Airport was among the selling points that attracted Datalogic to Irving.
We have selected this location very carefully to be really in the middle of the United States, easily reachable from East Coast, West Coast, and so on.
And they're seeing the big benefits of being right here in the middle of the Metroplex, next to the busiest airport in Irving.
Irving Mayor Rick Stouffer says he also sees a lot of companies drawn here by a qualified workforce.
We're hearing more and more from the businesses that they're excited about our talent pool. They're excited about the workforce that we have here.
Datalogic believes this new office in Irving will help the company reach its ambitious goals.
Our target is to double our revenues as a start in the United States.
And achieving that would be another reason to celebrate. But for now, the toast to opening and getting on the path to that goal. For more stories like that one, our YouTube channel has a business and economic development playlist. Find it at youtube.com/the City of Irving. When discussing economic development in Irving, we often talk about DFW Airport. And the airport's history is the focus of an upcoming program offered by the Irving Heritage Society. The speaker will be Lieutenant Colonel Bruce Bleakley. DFW Airport, from ranch and farm to airport, will be Sunday, October 28th at 2 p.m. at the South Irving Library. Heritage Society business is first. The speaker is scheduled to start at 2:30. Irving's Solid Waste Services Department has an opportunity for residents with waste to get rid of. People hauling debris from their homes can take advantage of special no-charge disposal days, November 3rd and 4th at the Hunter Farrell landfill. Residents must bring a water bill and driver license to show proof of residency. Commercial waste, tires, and roofing will not be accepted. A separate program provides a chance to get rid of unwanted prescription drugs to make sure they don't get into the wrong hands or pollute the water. The Take Back initiative is Saturday, October 27th from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at both locations of the Irving Police Department, 305 North O'Connor Road and 5992 Riverside Drive. Syringes and illegal drugs will not be accepted. Now to the Irving Convention Center and an event that provided some great sights and a whole lot of fun. It was a first-time event that focused on esports, emerging technology, and more. City Source reporter Miranda Parnell has that story for us.
There's really no doubt about it. Irving's got game.
I've never personally been to a more game-oriented convention before. I was really excited to see all the LAN parties going down, all like the collegiate esports and stuff like that, so I'm pumped.
Pumped and primed to log on and play video games at the Irving Convention Center at Las Colinas for OP Live Dallas. OP Live Dallas is more than just your average gaming event. Gaming fanatics of all ages get to experience all aspects of the video game industry, from playing old school classics to experiencing where the future of gaming can go.
Oh, that's very cool.
All with the hope of inspiring the next generation of esport pros.
You can't fade away though.
Kind of the new extreme sports. Extreme sports came out, in the 90s and exploded, and now this is the new thing. I think it's just going to continue to grow.
I think it's also way more accessible. You have to be pretty, in shape to do a lot of those other stuff. Here, it's a lot more mental preparation and just persistence and doing stuff like that. So I think it's a little more accessible, whereas regular sports are a lot more hard on your body. So,
this is a big deal. This esports is one of the fastest growing market segments that's out there, and leagues and tournaments and all those things are popping up everywhere. So now we have an opportunity to host a really premium, clearly big time esports event here in Irving, and that's a big deal. It's a lot of good attention. They're going to have great attendance this weekend, and we hope it sets the stage for a lot of these other events to come.
And while some here just came to have fun, others came for the competition.
We came to win. We've been working really hard and we came to win.
This event brought some of the nation's best up-and-coming gamers right here to Irving, like these gamers from Mississippi State University. And they say there's only one word to describe how they feel after they compete.
Proud, really, because it's something that we've been a part of since we were all kids, and we've all been playing since we were 6. Our parents have been telling us to get off the games, and now we're here. We traveled 9 hours to do something like this, to potentially win some money or win whatever it is, put our names out there for something that we've worked really hard for our entire lives, really.
As competitions like these continue to grow in popularity across the globe, the city of Irving has marked itself as an ideal location to host top-notch esports conventions where you can show your stuff.
This event is very important to the city of Irving. It puts us on yet another map. So as much as esports are growing and flourishing and tournaments and leagues like these are popping up all over the country, and you see professional teams investing in their own esports leagues, this is a great high-profile type of event in a new and emerging market segment and in a technology environment, all of which is a great thing for the city of Irving.
It looks like we've come a long way since Super Mario. Miranda Parnell for City Source.
And here is a look at what else is coming up at the Convention Center. November 10th is the Healthy Living Expo. November 24th and 25th is an event for comic and sci-fi fans. It's Dallas Fantasy Fair. December 4th and 5th is Digital Summit Dallas. Find ticket prices and a full listing of public events at irvingconventioncenter.com. And nearby at the Toyota Music Factory, which is an entertainment and dining destination owned by the city of Irving, there will be a special family event to celebrate Halloween. The Trunk or Treat Halloween Festival will be Saturday, October 27th at 6:30 p.m. One of the big attractions, trick-or-treating in the Texas Lottery Plaza, along with a bounce house and other fun activities. Then at 8:30 p.m., Alamo Draft House is offering a free showing of Hocus Focus on a huge outdoor screen. Parking and admission are free for this special event. And now it's time for our Pets of the Week. Here's Brett at the Animal Care Campus.
Hello everyone, I'm Brett Wheeler with Michael Whiteside for this week's Pets of the Week. And Michael, you told me we have Pookie. Talk a bit about Pookie.
Pookie is a Chihuahua mix. She's only about 2 years old. She's only been here for a couple of days. She did come into Irving Animal Services as a stray that someone found, but she wasn't reclaimed. She's still a little shy and timid, but from what I've seen of her around here, she's really, really sweet, and she's quiet, and she actually kind of enjoys being cuddled on.
So what would be the perfect family environment for Pookie?
Well, given her size and being 2 years old, she's probably going to do good in a quiet environment, but she may surprise us and just want to run around. I've seen her in the yard a couple times, and she really just wants to get your attention. So I think she'll do good with anybody that has some time that they can really spend and give her some quality time hanging out with her. She'll be perfect.
All right, Michael, from Pookie to Dorset. Tell me about Dorset.
Dorset is 4 years old. He's obviously a Chihuahua mix. And he also came in as a stray to Irving Animal Services, and then we rescued him a few days ago. So he's been in the shelter probably about a week. He's got lots of energy for a 4-year-old. Cats catch his attention, but he's very friendly, very loving. He's not so much on being held, but he does like to wander around and check things out for sure.
And so would you suggest maybe he'd need some room to go run around?
Definitely. I would imagine a yard would be great for him because he does have a lot of energy. He does like to walk and check things out. So a yard would be perfect for Dorset.
All right, Michael, now we have a sweet treat right here. We have Reese's. Tell me about her.
Reese's is about 2 years old. She's a Min Pin mix, and she came in as a stray also, but when we brought her over to DFW Humane Society, we found out she was heartworm positive. So she was treated for heartworms, but she's completed her treatment and is ready to go home at any time.
Now, sometimes when people hear, the animals are heartworm positive, they get freaked out. What are some misconceptions you commonly get about heartworm positive animals?
A lot of people think that, it can come back after they've been treated, which it can if they don't get on a preventative. But once we do heartworm treatments here, once it's done, they immediately go on a preventative, so they can't get it again. So as long as you keep them on a preventative medication, they can't contract heartworms just because they've had it once before.
That is very important. And what sort of family would be a good fit for Reese's?
Like I said, she's got quite a bit of energy, and she seems to do well with all types of people and other pets. So I would imagine, even a family with kids would do well. Some people that can give her some energy and get her outside and let her run around and have a good time. She'll be perfect.
Now, Michael, we saw a lot of small dogs out here today, but in the month of October, you guys have a special on big dogs. Tell me a little about that.
Yep, all month long still going on is our large dog adoption month. All dogs 40 pounds and larger are only $20 to adopt. So, we've got some great big dogs right now that fit that criteria that you can take home for $20. But if you want to spend a little bit more and get a lot of loving from some small dogs, you can do that as well.
Big or small, there are a lot of great options here at the Irving Animal Care Campus. So be sure to come by and check it out. Back to you, Thomas.
All right, stayed inside because of the rain. We understand. Thanks a lot. The Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Also, check out the websites you see on your screen for more adoptable animals. A new initiative from the Irving Fire Department and an Irving-based company is aimed at saving lives. Find out how you can get involved next time on City Source. And Toyota of Irving is celebrating 50 years in business with a big party. Hear what people are saying about the impact of that business. And we are visiting the Texican Hotel, which is under construction near the Irving Convention Center. We will be seeing the progress and finding out about the food guests will enjoy there once it opens. Those stories and more next time. Remember, you can always email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. Also, visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thecityofirving. Hit subscribe and you can be among the first to see our videos when they are posted. Also, leave us some likes while you're there. And that's it for this edition of City Source. We leave you now with more from the Park Place Luxury and Supercar Showcase. Looks like some people had fun there, even in the rain. And shout out to intern Eric, who braved the conditions to get this video for us. And thanks to everyone who was a part of this one. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.